talk to? What'd you learn?
I also talked to a sound engineer who has a studio not too far from SAC. He has a full-service recording studio, but he also does production and live sound. And I interned with him last semester, and I learned so much about equipment. And what I did was I basically just helped him set up bands when they came in to record in the studio, or he does a lot of events around town, like he did the rodeo, fiesta, oyster bake, and we would just help set up the sound. His background isn't so much of education, it's more of experience. He did graduate from SAC, and his studio that he owns, he actually shares it with Donnie Meals. They're in the same building, and just like Nick, like the building is just like, it doesn't even look like a studio.
That's probably intentional too. If you have so much expensive equipment,
Yeah.
you don't want to point a big neon sign.
We've got thousands of dollars of stuff in here.
Yeah. The one I went to, it was like,
Yeah,
because every single
I
one
always
is
think that's
working on
intentional. You don't want to
Yeah.
let people know that you got all this expensive stuff sitting around.
In the studio, he has like an individual booth, and then he has like a bigger room for bands.
Yeah.
It's very intimate, very like the lighting is like low. It's just like
The chill space.
it's just very chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a DJ in Miami for 7 years, but he ended up moving back here because his mother got really sick. And he says that right now, he wasn't really like too much talking about him having contracts with bigger media groups, but he did tell me that he has several contracts with record labels owned by Universal. But a lot of it is confidential, and he didn't want to tell me. But he says that basically what they do is they'll put these smaller studios under contract, so the bigger companies will send artists to record here because it's way cheaper. Instead of paying like $1,000 an hour in LA, he only charges $35 an hour. So it's a big difference, and it's the same quality. If you use the same programs and computers. He did recommend to use Windows. He likes Windows a lot more than using Apple or Mac products.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's not typical, right? I wouldn't think in the industry.
And he recommended that I do a lot of live events, or even go to them and just talk to the person at the door. You never know what opportunities they might have. And his future plans are to discover new artists and start his own record label, and then be bought out by a bigger company. So,
what's his name again?
Danny Patino.
Patino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
So he grew up in San Antonio to begin with, and then he moved to Miami, and then came back.
Yeah.
Interesting. And he wouldn't tell you any big stars he's worked with?
He did tell me the biggest star he's had in his studio was Justin Bieber, but that was way before he blew up.
Interesting.
But he also said that Beyonce, the song "Single Ladies," that was recorded in San Antonio. It wasn't recorded in his studio, but he said that song was actually recorded in San Antonio while she was on tour. Because they still record while they're on tour.
I think I heard that there's a Southside studio. I think she recorded that in.
Yeah.
Is that? He didn't say which one?
He didn't say what studio. No.
I remember another student told me that a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any other advice he gave you?
He told me that in this industry it's really easy to be taken advantage of, and he said, as much as you want to help, you also want to make sure you're being recognized for your work. I interned with him for my spring semester, and even after the semester was over, he still needed a lot of help. So he knew it was only an internship for my co-op credit here in school, but he offered to pay me.
Good.
So I worked with him for a little bit.
Yeah. That's the thing, is people will, if you're going to work for free, they'll let you work for free for as long as you want, right? But set a deadline and say, look, I'll work for you for free for 6 weeks. Because a lot of it is you're developing your skills. You don't have the skills yet to really be like a full member of the team. But after you've done it, then say, look, I can't afford to work here for free anymore. Can you at least pay me minimum wage? If not, I'm going to have to go get a job at McDonald's. I got to put food on the table and rent to pay. And I think most people, when you just put it like that, they're going to, and if you're good and they want to have you around, they're going to say, oh yeah, we can do that. Or maybe even pay a little more. But don't be taken advantage of. Because people will take advantage of you.
Yeah.
That's good. Sounds like you have